All right, y'all, to get into this video, I'm going to say this first. I believe that whatever somebody believes that isn't harming them or someone else, especially someone else, they got the right to believe what they got the right to believe. But with that, I got a question, all right? Y'all read the title, so y'all probably already know what my question is, right? So, okay, for instance, if I eat meat as my protein source, right? You got certain people that say I shouldn't, and some people say it aggressively, and some people just explain why. And I would rather listen to the person who explains why. And sometimes they be having some good points, right? But my question to them back is, okay, you believe that eating meat might be wrong because of, animals and this and that and the third, but what if you got roaches in your house? What do you do then? Do you just live with the roaches? Because at the end of the day, you can't just ask them to leave. You can't just say, hey, roaches, I really don't want y'all here. And, y'all can just, skedaddle. They're not going to do that. To get rid of them, you're going to have to, all right? So, what do you do if you got roaches in your house? All right? They're alive. If you try to smash them, they run away. They want to live. They want to live. Roaches want to live. Mosquitoes want to live. Rats want to live. Those are actually animals too. Mice, they want to live. But it's different if they're pests. Oh, so if it's bothering you, it's different, right? If it's bothering you, it's different, right? Right. All right. Because I had said something a long time ago. What about plants? Plants are alive. They don't, they don't have this and they don't have that. And they had a point. And I looked it up and they had a real good point. So I was like, Like I say, I will listen to somebody who's not coming at me aggressive and you're doing this and you're a criminal and this and eating this and that. They don't want their babies and getting milked and all that. Okay. Come at me different, all right? Come at me different, all right? I didn't come at you like that. I'm not gonna tell you that eating beans is wrong. I'm not gonna tell you that because it's not. I eat beans too, all right? And rice, all that, vegetables, all that. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm eating meat or dairy products, that's a problem. Where you coming at the customers instead of, I ain't saying go at the source because hey, I need them, right? Sure. Hey, protein, nothing beats meat when it comes to protein, man. Nothing beats meat, all right? Nothing. Shoot. Hey, man. I'm addicted to winning, so, if that's my primary way of getting protein, let that be my primary way of getting protein, all right? And whatever your opinion is, and you live your life, you know what I'm saying? You can only control your household, you know what I'm saying? You can only control yourself ultimately. All right, so instead of going at somebody, convince them. You know what I'm saying? Convince them in a nicer way. Come with the facts. Come with receipts. You know what I'm saying? Come with receipts, all right? And I'm going to come with receipts, and you come with receipts, and we come with receipts. And even if neither one of us ever changes either other mind, which we're most likely not, because I look at it like this, it's time. All right, you wasting your time trying to convince somebody that don't want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. I'm not going to tell people who don't, just a vegan, to stop being vegan, even though I accidentally converted one. I was at the grocery store, right? And this dude was like, he had a lot to lose, all right? So he was on this journey, and he had just got on his journey. And my thing with people who just get on their journey, they try to tell people who've been on their journey. They tell people to try to, I'm distracted. They try to tell people that that car was crazy. But they try to tell people that been on their journey and that are way further towards their goals or done reached their goals than they did. You know what I'm saying? I'm way closer to your goal than you are, and you try to tell me, right? And I'm shopping for my diet, and we in the frozen vegetables and the candy was right across from each other, right? The dude, he was over there shopping. He was getting frozen vegetables and fruits and all that healthy stuff. And I was getting the candy because, me, I count calories. So I got freedom. I believe in, people think that it's a chore that you locked in or whatever, it's too much to do. I feel like it's freedom because now I can fit things in and still get my results. You know what I'm saying? So Teach his own. You got a lot to learn if you don't know what I was just talking about. All right, so you got to watch my dieting videos, which this is kind of going to be one, but it's not really one. This is just asking a question. Now, I'm just saying, what's the answer? What do you do when you got roaches in your house? So, to stay on topic is like the guy, we bumped into each other, was like, yeah, so what are you doing? Da, da, da. And I told him how much weight I lost. He, yo, you look great. And he looked in my cart and started judging. But you got meat in your cart, though. So, how you going to eat something? Dang. How you gonna eat something that's dead and it's supposed to bring you alive? And I was like, so he judging me. So this is the thing though. These people be judging me first. I'm not speaking on nobody else's experience. I'm speaking on mine. Judging me first. And I'm like, oh, he's just asking the question though. So I answered it. And I asked him, I looked in this cart. I don't see no protein in there, bro. Like, you doing all this stuff, you want to get, yes, you can get protein on the vegan diet, but it's not as easy. You have to know exactly what to do. A lot of people, they go vegan or vegetarian, and they just start eating fruits and vegetables. They just, anything that's a fruit and vegetable, that's what I'm eating. But they're not even thinking about that protein at all. And I'm more of a balanced diet guy. There's things that I do and don't eat, but for different reasons. But when it comes to weight loss, it's calories in, calories out, you know, and you will have a way better time if you have enough protein, carbs, fats, fiber, vitamins, minerals, a balance. Not too many, not too much of any, but enough of every, basically. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. I go more in detail on my dieting videos, all right? So, but I'm just trying to stick on topic, right? Dude was like, he thought about it. I was like, how are you getting your protein? I don't see no protein in your cart, bro. He was like, whoa. I was like, ain't nothing but protein in my cart. I got meat and candy. I got meat and candy, right? And people would judge you, right? Like I say candy, right? I don't care. I eat candy, chips, all that. But if I say I'm gonna eat some chips, guess what people think? Oh, I thought you was on a diet, and I thought you was in the fitness, and all. You will see the six pack and still diss me and say it don't work. Like, dude, I said I'm gonna get some chips. I didn't say I'm gonna get the whole chip out. I'm gonna have control. That's why I count my calories. I'm gonna have control. All right. So I'm gonna ask you again. You say you're doing it for animals' lives and rights and all that. What do you do when you got roaches in your house? What do you do? What do you do? Now I get it. If you got like a venomous snake in your house and you know what I'm saying, that's protecting yourself. You know, roaches, yes, they can cause disease. I don't want to give y'all the answer though. Hey, but for people that watch this long, yeah, roaches cause disease and it's a difference. And dang, I just gave y'all the answer. But if I just gave y'all the answer, that means I'm your friend, man. That means keep watching my videos, man. How long is this video? All right, it ain't that long. I got things to do too, so it's like 5 o'clock. I gotta, I'm already ready for work. I'm sipping an energy drink. You know, a lot of people say you shouldn't sip those, but I tell people all the time, like, you gotta do what you do. I gotta do what I do. Because if I do what you do, then that means I'm not me no more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live your life. Yeah, you gotta do that. So my thing is like this, man. Live and let live. Learn, do. You're gonna always have people that don't do what you do. And sometimes it get frustrating. I mean, it does. Like, okay, when I go to the gym and 90% of people in there, they just be in the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I go at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I go at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 midnight, somewhere in between there. 3 is too late. Sorry, people coming in. 4, that's way too late. I mean, there's certain times throughout the day if you find a sweet spot that you could go. But, you know, I'd rather just go when ain't nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Because people be in there just debating. Well, I should do high reps. No, you should do low reps. And they be arguing about it, right? They'll pick 2 different things and they'll argue about it. And then they'll try to bring me into it. This guy's saying high reps. with lightweight. This guy said low reps with heavier weight, where while they sitting there arguing about it, neither one of them are doing none of the reps. And further than that, they're both actually right. I do both. There's times I do higher reps, there's times I do lower reps. It depends on what workout I'm doing, it depends on what my goal is for the day, and it depends, all right? I feel like just getting stronger is going to help, all right? Getting stronger, getting better at it, perfecting the skills, learning your motor patterns, learning the proper form. I tell people, anyways, as a beginner, you have no business to be lifting that heavy anyways, or doing all the way drawn out. So you're probably better with reps, but at the same time, doing reps to failure as a beginner is also bad, because at the end of the day, you don't even know, you don't have proper form yet as a beginner. You know, that takes time. You would think you do, but then you'll find out you don't later. But guess what? It might be already too late. You'll probably gain some injuries that, you know what I'm saying, could have been avoided. But yeah, man, comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. Let me know what you think. Watch some other videos. I got videos popping up right here. Scroll through my channel. I'm not dissing nobody. I'm not judging nobody. I'm just, you know, defending people that be judging me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro. And dude, like, no, did I say it though? Dude, he went and got some meat in his cart. He put some meat in his cart after that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't tell him to. I ain't tell him not to either. It's up to him. He was like, shoot, yeah, I ain't getting no kind of protein. I ain't even noticed that. Thank you. I told him on my channel. He watched my channel. Oh, thanks, bro. Oh. Hey, salute to dude if he's still watching, though. I don't know. You know, it's been years ago, so salute to dude. I don't remember your name. You probably don't remember mine. You probably do if you watch my channel, but, you know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you reach your goals, and, or, you know, it take years sometimes. I mean, it depends. We got 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There's going to be ups, downs. Nobody's journey is going to be perfect. But comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let your boy let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Peace.